Ladies and gentlemen, Damon Albarn from Gorillaz, and of course from many other projects, most notably at the moment from Blur. Congratulations on your lifetime achievement and contribution to all things musically related from last night's Brit Awards. Congratulations! A famous two-man round of applause for you and the lads.
Thank you very much.
I really enjoyed seeing the four of you on stage. Everybody slipped back into their on-stage personas like a glove. There was Alex who looked...
we love it. I mean, come on, you know, what's not to love about playing tunes like Song 2 and Girls and Boys? There's so much fun, and Part of Love is just it's just a lot of fun.
I don't know. I'd like to ask your keyboard player that, because the shot I got of you when the performance started, of you telling him to stay in time, was terrifying. Absolutely terrifying. Oh my God!
But you know why it put him off? Because there were all those boos.
Oh no, that was
and he thought they were booing him, so he was really freaked out.
You can only hope that a crowd at an awards ceremony would be so musically discerning they would boo the opening three notes of a staccato riff because it's out of time, right?
Oh no, but I mean, we were just standing like melons behind the screen while all that was going on. No idea, and then we're revealed, and we're like, hey, no idea that there's been some catastrophic interruption of some very important speech.
I think it was perfectly in line with your history at the Brits. Yeah, pretty much everything you've ever done.
Slightly shambolic,
Exactly. I loved it, and it will go down in history.
Can I just thank Matt Butcher, Jason Cox, particularly who I forgot last night, and my cousin James String.
Okay,
I'm
cool.
so aware that most people are watching the telly would just be bored shitless by what I was saying.
But you've never been...
I had to do that, and I wanted to do that, so...
I admired it because you're not a talker in public occasions.
Not generally.
And I thought... and I've watched many times you attempt, and I thought last night you really put yourself out there and tried to give a very genuine speech, thanking all the people, And I think that everybody whose opinion matters to do with last night all recognised that and applauded it appropriately. Because we all know that when it comes to public speaking, I mean, you're a shocker.
I am a shocker.
Absolute shocker.
Absolutely.
One of the worst, in fact, I've ever witnessed. Anyway, moving on.
Just imagine me presenting something like that. God, that would be a disaster.
Oh my God, that's macabre. That's a reality show in itself, isn't it? Let's talk about Gorillaz right now, okay? Because we have this fantastic new piece of music, which is just this unbelievable sort of trilogy of people, this pyramid power of epic proportions, where it's you, James Murphy, and Andre 3000 coming together. Now, tell me this all happened in person, and this wasn't done via YouSend.
No, it all happened in the studio, and the full 12-minute. I keep going on about this, but for me, it is a 12-minute piece of music.
Yeah.
Was really like that. We just sort of kept going.
It sounds like it. I'm amazed you got it down to what you did, because having listened to majority of the 12 minutes, and I'm saving the last 3 minutes for another time, I'm getting the majority of the 12-minute piece of music. It really is like it is the free-form jam, isn't it? It's the freewheeling moment.
It is. It just literally just took off, and we just ran with it. And I mean, Andre just wouldn't stop. It just started literally, and he just wouldn't stop.
It's because he hasn't had a chance to do it for so long. He's saving up all this energy. He needs to.
Oh my God! He can do everything.
I know. He's a superstar.
He can sing. He can play.
He's your classic historical heritage American superstar,
really,
isn't he?
He really is. Honestly, he's fantastic. My bit at the beginning was a response to the middle bit, which you can't play because it's got too many expletives.
Yeah.
With him just going, and he said, "Go on, and you go and do exactly the same at the front of the song." So I literally, it just was whatever came out of my head, one take, just done, and we left it like that. So It's kind of a bit mad.
That's great. It's just great to be able to hang out with someone like Andre as well, and inspire each other.
Someone like that's into that sort of thing, because if you're kind of producing yourself in a way, sometimes it's good to have someone to say, "Go on, let's try that." You know what I mean?
What are you doing this year? Now, you've got the Blur show coming up to celebrate the completion of the Olympics, so that's going to be another sort of good day out in Hyde Park.
I mean, it's Hyde Park. They've increased the capacity, I think, to 80,000.
Yeah.
And I get to see the specials, a new order, which is fantastic.
And I get to see you guys, because I systematically missed every single reunion show. So
Really?
this is like for me, this is brilliant. This is, I mean, I finally get a chance to see.
Reunion. What is that? What does that mean? I mean, we're not. I don't understand it. We're just playing a show. It's music. Oh, come on.
What word would you have preferred I used?
What word would I have preferred you use?
Should we leave that open? Should we come back to that in a couple of months?
It's a gig. We're going to make a racket in the park.
All right. Before we let you go real quick, are you going to finally give us your long-awaited solo record? Because I'm really excited by the prospect of hearing you on your own with these songs. And
yes, I mean, well, I've got a record which is coming out under my name called Dr. D.
Oh, right, okay.
Which has got all the music from the stuff I did in Manchester. Not a solo record, but it's got a lot of me singing solo, so to speak.
Once again, nothing is as easy as it seems. Nothing is straight down the line, and it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be. Everything should be a 12-minute Andre 3000 inspired throwdown.
And there's a lot of auto-tune going on at the moment. I'm starting to come out in a rash. I think there should be a rule.
Let's not start making rules on a day like today.
Not a rule in a sort of autocratic sense.
Like a friendly rule.
Just a standard.
Let's bring it back to standards.
Yes.
It starts right now with this Gorillaz record, High Standard. High Standard. Then we have the Blur gig happening this summer in Hyde Park. We have Under the Westway. High standards are being set along the way. Dr. D music, and you know where we are, and I expect phone calls / information from your people when you have something to talk about, and we appreciate your time.
Zane, nice to speak to you again, and I'll see you soon.